Welcome to Bible Crest for Kids. Did you know that Mary and Martha both said the same thing to Jesus when he arrived after Lazarus' death? What do you think they thought when Jesus prayed and spoke Lazarus to come out of the tomb? Revisit this lesson and make the Create a Page kits that correspond to this great story at BibleCraftsForKids.com. Now let me show you the Lazarus Create a Page. We have just finished number 32, which was such a cool page with a little surprise inside. Today we're going to do number 33, another cool page. It has an accordion fold on the inside, and it also gives lots of space either for embellishments or writing the questions, the answers to the questions. We're going to need a 12 by 6 strip of paper, and we're going to start by scoring that at 3 inches on both ends. But let me tell you about the lesson. The lesson is a 2-page lesson that comes with the instructions, the labels, and it also comes with an additional set of labels. Now, on the title label of number 33, there are little sections around the outside edge, and we have done that so that you might have a little coloring space that the kids can go ahead and design their own if you print this on white paper. You can get the PDF file at BibleCraftsForKids.com. And now let's score our 6 by 12 inch sheet of paper at 3 inches from both ends. In addition to your 12 by 6 sheet of paper, you're going to need an additional sheet, which we're going to cut an 8.5 by 4 inch strip out of this paper. And now to score our strip, we're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5.5. We're going to turn our page and we're going to score it 2 3/4 and 5.5. And now that we have our strip of paper, we're going to put adhesive on one end of the one side. And that's our adhesive. And now let's cut out our labels. The little teardrop, I'm simply just going to cut that out with my scissors. After cutting out our labels, I'm going to add adhesive on the back, and then I will cut them apart. Now for this teardrop, I'm going to only put adhesive down the center. So I like to start on the edge of one side and go right down the center. And then we'll continue to place the adhesive on one side, and we will cover the one side. And that will complete our kit. We have our base, our insert, and our labels. Now let's put our kit together. We're going to start with our base, and it is scored at both ends. And we're going to fold those ends to the center and create a gatefold. Then we're going to open it back up, and we're going to put our insert. Now to make our insert, we're simply going to fold it in an accordion fashion. So we can start by folding it in half. The top portion we fold to the left, and the bottom portion we fold to the right. And that creates our accordion fold. Now that we have our accordion fold, we're going to remove the release paper and we're going to stick it in the center of our base page. Now that we have our accordion fold to the center, we simply need to add our labels. There is plenty of room to add our labels, but I always like to start with the Bible passage first. Now, we have left a lot of room on these pages so that you have lots of writing room. Now, this gives you space as the teacher to write the answers to the questions or to draw pictures or whatever you decide to choose to do. The labels may be put on any part of the sections. I tended to do one at the top, one at the bottom, and one at the top. It's entirely up to you where you would like to place them. Now, after attaching our labels, we're going to attach our title label. Now, we only have adhesive tape on one side, and so it's going to go on one side in the center, and we can align this point with the edge of our paper. And after we adhere that down, that gives us our gatefold and our little booklet. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoy this paper craft. I know your students will. Join me next for number 34. We're going to make pockets for our labels. So thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.